This video is sponsored by Noregon, the commercial vehicle data experts. Visit Noregon.com to learn more.
Companies integrating with one another has been an ongoing theme of the industry for a while now, and we've documented this on the show before. One recent announcement stood out to us: a partnership between Phillips Connect and Noregon aimed at integrating Connect One trailer data into Noregon's TripVision remote diagnostic system. The companies say this collaboration allows for the exchange of essential health data from Connect One, including specifics like location, odometer readings, brake diagnostics, and overall health status of trailers, into the TripVision interface. The company said that their integration will lead to better information being provided to fleets on things like brake faults and trailer health. So what does this mean for fleets who use one or both of these services? And what do fleets need to know about trailer health more generally? I sat down with Sandeep Kaur of Noregon and Mark Wallen of Phillips Connect for the answers. Here's what they had to say. I wanted to start off by asking each of you, and you can take this question in turn, but I wanted to know what made each of your companies seek out the other as a partner for this integration.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go first. It's really our customers. Our customers have continued to ask us over time, how do you make my life easier when I'm working with a trailer, right? How do I communicate that to all out throughout my organization for everyone? And so we've really spent a lot of that time building and enhancing our smart trailer platform, if it's around cargo or maintenance. But really on the maintenance side, we continued to build new sensors, tires, brakes. And as we were continuing to do that, we got the same feedback always from our customers, just how do you make it easier? How do you bring advanced diagnostics? How do you help me with my servicing? How do you help make my experience better in that service center? And that's really what kind of drove this partnership with us in Noregon, was how do you make servicing easier for our customers? And they were the natural choice for a lot of their advantages that we'll hear about today. But really our customers drove us here.
Thanks, Mark. And I echo that. We are at war at Noregon against vehicle downtime and dwell time. So, and our mission is to make the lives of technicians and shop managers and shop owners and fleet managers easier. And that led us towards Phillips Connect. But there's a broader industry problem that both of us are tackling together here. And that is there's too much data, too little information available to technicians. So you have data streaming from the sensors that Mark was talking about that are embedded in trailers, but there are also a multitude of sensors in trucks. And all of these sensors are sending constant stream of information, a lot of those related to vehicle health and wellness to technicians. So there was always a need for a single pane of glass solution that brings tractor and trailer data together and converts that data into actionable insights. And that was the joint mission for Noregon and Phillips Connect to bring to the industry a solution that offers single pane of glass, unified platform where tractor and trailer health can be monitored in real time to deliver actionable insights that can help reduce vehicle downtime and dwell time.
I like that phrase you used, there's too much data, not enough information, because that is something that, there's tons of data, streaming off of trucks, trailers, everything. But raw data doesn't really do you much good on its own.
I mean, as you look at that raw data that we might get from brakes or from your tires or lights or the combination of those systems, it's interesting that it tells you something about those components. But the real kind of insights is, what does that mean for my overall trailer health? And what do I do with it, right? Like ultimately that is the goal, is keep that trailer healthy, get it connected to the right tractor and do work. And that's really where that single pane of glass that they were talking about, and that really brings insights, is when you bring those things together, not just as we were saying, kind of the analytics or the data around it.
Yeah, the Connect One platform that Phillips has built and our TripVision remote diagnostics platform, when they merge together, that's what we are really trying to deliver, is that unified single pane of glass solution. Also, the nature of the data is very important. The data largely in the past around service and maintenance has been descriptive in nature. Something has happened to the tractor and the trailer, and the industry would or the market participants would give you an idea of what has happened. Now we are moving rapidly towards the future where we can offer prescriptive and predictive insights as well. And that's our mission. That's a long-term mission of this partnership.
So I want to ask about a phrase that I think that you've used so far and came up a lot in the news about this. about this partnership is trailer health. And when it comes to trailer health, what are some of the things that you're hoping to really catch with this, or what are some of the things that fleets are really running into that are consistent issues?
Yeah, absolutely. When we think about trailer health from a Phillips Connect, there's probably 3 or 4 key areas that comes to mind. The most obvious and common is just around the trailer health of the tires, the brakes, the lights, right? So what's the temperature in the tires? What's the pressure? How do I do more advanced ADAS monitoring, brakes, ABS and faults? And we'll probably spend more time around some of the insights that you can get there. But in terms of key problems in other areas, just how do you manage your preventative maintenance, right? I mean, not only are you trying to determine, is it time-based, is it usage-based, is it kind of diagnostic health-based, but also when is the trailer available, where is that trailer, and how do you get it in with maybe a tractor-trailer combination to reduce the number of trips and the maintenance. The second is around servicing the trailer, and this was something that really excited us about our partnership with Noregon was, now that you have the diagnostics, now that you kind of understand when to get it in, that experience when you actually dispatch and get a trailer to a service center, and you can really imagine how with that insights, when you roll into a service center, that you're able to have real-time diagnostics and combine that experience with a service technician having all the right insights, guides, everything that you can get from the Noregon platforms is a huge plus. Right? And then your fourth problem on this trailer health, which is one that a lot of people I don't think appreciate, but something that Noregon and us have really been focused on, is how do you share this trailer health across your organization, right? It's just not enough to know the mechanic knows the challenges, but your dispatching, your maintenance, your service centers, your planning, your customer service, like all of them need to be a part of that trailer health and what's going on. And that's really where a lot of companies struggle, right? Like, I knew it was broken. Well, we planned work. We had people loading it with cargo. And so it's really that last pillar of like communication. And that's what the Connect One platform and Noregon will do, is make that information easily accessible to all the stakeholders that need to know about that trailer's health.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to double click on Mark's statement when he talked about the fact that the technician would know and be prepared when a trailer comes in, because once the technician is armed with that intelligence, what ends up happening is he or she can drastically reduce dwell time in shops for trailers and trucks for that matter. And that enables the shops to be more efficient. That enables the trailer and the tractor to experience higher uptime. And just the overall revenue generation potential of the fleet increases. There's a rising cognizance in our industry that the trailer is the revenue center. The truck is actually a cost center. The truck costs money, the trailer generates revenues, because that's the box that's hauling freight, which is generating revenues. So the uptime, the health, wellness, and well-being of that trailer is becoming a much more demanded outcome from fleets than ever before. And it's not just brakes, lights, and tires, which Mark talked about. There are also, let's say, axle health or wheel end health, or a multitude of sensors that are now increasingly getting embedded in trailers that monitor, how much load is being carried in the trailer, volumetric wise or GVW wise. So all of these systems components, ADAS components, and especially as autonomous driving comes in, how will the trailer interplay with the truck and offer a seamless autonomous experience? A lot of these sensors and their health is also becoming important. And Phillips Industries, the parent company of Phillips Connect, has a lot of experience in electricals of trailers. So it was a natural choice for us to partner with them and harness that IP that they have, and so that we can bring joint solutions to the market.
So you both have sort of touched on this already, but in terms of the collaboration between the two companies, what are the things that you can get together that you couldn't do separately?
I'll go first, if that's okay. For us, TripVision has been the industry-leading remote diagnostics platform. But TripVision has always focused on the tractor. So we started from the tractor and wanted to go bumper to bumper from the tractor to the trailer eventually. So when it was time to find a partner in the smart trailer space, trailer telematics space, based on our existing relationship with Phillips Industries and just the innovative work that Phillips Connect is doing in that space, we thought that Phillips Connect would be the right partner, and that led us towards early stage discussions that then blossomed into this partnership.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think really some of the insights that we get together for our customers, our joint customers, obviously we've talked about kind of that tractor trailer in one place, and this is really critical. But part of that's enabled by, as we said, the rich diagnostics that we're able to bring into TripVision. One of the new capabilities will be much greater enhanced trailer ABS fault codes and diagnosing and servicing, right? I mean, as Noregon has extensive experience on the tractor side around ABS and brakes, we're now able to start leveraging some of that insight combined with our diagnostics to really provide not just like, hey, there's a problem, but what are the specifics of it? How do I service it? And is there some future challenges that by solving this now you get to? So I think that's a big one. The other one that I think is pretty interesting and that we'll be able to do together is you've got a single pane of glass, but the challenge of knowing which tractor and which trailer are connected at that time in real time is really interesting in terms of the options that you bring to servicing. Phillips Connect has released a tractor trailer pairing solution that really starts to solve that real-time, high accuracy connection that's been a challenge in the market. So now we'll be able to share that into TripVision and actually connect the two assets, not just say, hey, you have 5 tractors and you have 5 trailers. You now will be able to start to say they're now connected and they have a problem that requires them maintenance now. What's the load on that trailer? What do I need to do in terms of getting that load to another place while I'm servicing the tractor? So I think, those are a few of the things that are pretty exciting as you start to think about how the combination brings this greater, one platform for both. But some of the insights and the opportunities we have in the future is pretty exciting. So I'm very much looking forward to it.
This is a very important thing you touched on, Mark. Just Alex, we all know that for every truck there are at least 3 trailers out there, and tractor to trailer ratio is typically 1:3. And so that pairing of tractor and trailer is important, and so that we understand which trailer exactly is paired with which tractor, because then once you have that figured out, the data flow becomes that much more easier to harness, and it's important that we get that right, and that's what this partnership has figured out already.
All right, well, I want to thank both of you very much for joining me today. Really appreciate it.
Thanks again.
Our pleasure. Thank you for having us.